Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into some of the most shocking moments in history when the villains actually won. From empires crumbling to dictators rising, we'll explore the events that reshaped the world, often leaving devastation and despair in their wake. It's easy to view history as a march of progress, a steady climb towards a brighter future. But the truth is far more complicated. History is full of twists and turns, moments of both brilliant triumph and heartbreaking defeat. So buckle up as we journey into the darker side of history, exploring not just what happened, but why it matters. For over 1,000 years, Constantinople stood as a beacon of civilization, the capital of the Byzantine Empire, and a vibrant hub of trade and culture. But in 1453, this magnificent city faced an enemy like none it had ever encountered: Sultan Mehmed II and his Ottoman army. Armed with cannons and driven by religious fervor, the Ottomans laid siege to Constantinople, their relentless assault battering the city's once impenetrable walls. Inside the city, Emperor Constantine V and his vastly outnumbered defenders fought with the courage and desperation of those who knew they were fighting for their very existence. But it was not enough. After a 53-day siege, Constantinople fell to the Ottomans in a brutal and bloody assault. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves throughout Europe, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire and ushering in a new era of Ottoman dominance. How did a nation scarred by defeat and economic hardship succumb to the allure of extremism? That's the question that haunts us as we examine the rise of the Nazi Party in Germany. In the aftermath of World War I, Germany found itself grappling with crippling reparations, political instability, and a deep sense of humiliation. It was in this climate of despair and resentment that Adolf Hitler and his Nazi Party began their rise to power, exploiting the economic anxieties and nationalistic sentiments of the German people. With chilling charisma and a perverse ideology rooted in hatred and racial superiority, Hitler offered a scapegoat for Germany's problems: Jews, minorities, and anyone deemed undesirable. The rise of the Third Reich stands as a chilling reminder of the fragility of democracy and the devastating consequences of unchecked hatred and intolerance. Imagine a city, once the undisputed master of the world, reduced to rubble and ash. That was the fate of Rome in 410 AD, when the Visigoths, led by King Alaric, breached its walls and unleashed 3 days of unimaginable violence. The sack of Rome wasn't just about loot and plunder. It was a symbolic blow to the heart of an empire in decline. For centuries, Rome had seemed invincible, its legions unstoppable. But here it was, at the mercy of barbarian invaders, its citizens fleeing for their lives. It shattered the aura of Roman invincibility and signaled to the world that even the mightiest of empires could fall. In the 16th century, the Aztec Empire, a sophisticated civilization with a rich culture and a powerful military, dominated Mesoamerica. But their world was about to be turned upside down by the arrival of European explorers, driven by gold, glory, and a thirst for conquest. Led by the cunning and ruthless Hernan Cortés, a small band of Spanish conquistadors arrived on the shores of Mexico, their arrival seen by some as a fulfillment of ancient prophecies. Cortés, with his superior weaponry, cunning strategy, and exploitation of existing rivalries among indigenous groups, orchestrated the downfall of the Aztec Empire. The Spanish, aided by indigenous allies who resented Aztec rule, conquered Tenochtitlan, the Aztec capital, in a brutal siege that marked the end of an empire. The conquest of the Aztec Empire is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of European colonialism on indigenous populations. From the steppes of Central Asia, Genghis Khan emerged, a warrior of unparalleled ambition and military genius, to unite the Mongol tribes. Under his leadership, and later that of his successors, the Mongols unleashed a storm of conquest that swept across Asia and into Europe, forging the largest contiguous land empire in history. The Mongol hordes, renowned for their equestrian skills, military discipline, and ruthlessness, were a force unlike any the world had ever seen. They toppled empires, shattered armies, and left a trail of destruction and terror in their wake. Cities from Baghdad to Kiev were sacked, and millions perished under the Mongol war machine. The Mongol conquests stand as a testament to the power of military might and the complex legacy of an empire built on both conquest and cultural exchange. The year is 1917, and Russia, embroiled in World War I, teeters on the brink of collapse. Tsar Nicholas II, out of touch and facing mounting unrest due to the war's devastating toll on the Russian people, loses his grip on power. Into this power vacuum step the Bolsheviks, a radical socialist party led by the revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, who promises peace, land and bread. Lenin, a master strategist and ruthless politician, capitalizes on the chaos and seizes control, ushering in a new era for Russia. The Bolshevik Revolution wasn't a bloodless coup. The Bolsheviks emerged victorious, establishing the Soviet Union, a communist state that would go on to play a pivotal role in shaping the 20th century. High in the Andes Mountains, the Inca Empire flourished, a civilization renowned for its intricate road systems, impressive architecture, and unique social structure. But their isolation from the world they knew was shattered when Francisco Pizarro and his band of conquistadors arrived, driven by rumors of gold and an insatiable ambition. The Inca, led by Atahualpa, had just emerged victorious from a civil war, unaware of the threat these newcomers posed. Pizarro, exploiting the empire's weakened state and internal divisions, used deception and treachery to capture Atahualpa, holding him hostage in exchange for a room filled with gold. Despite fulfilling the ransom, Atahualpa was executed by the Spanish, throwing the Inca Empire into chaos. The fall of the Inca Empire is a tragic tale of betrayal, greed, and the devastating consequences of European colonialism in the Americas. In 1066, England's fate hung in the balance as two powerful forces collided on the battlefield of Hastings. On one side stood King Harold Godwinson, the last Anglo-Saxon King of England, facing a threat from across the English Channel. William the Conqueror, Duke of Normandy, claimed the English throne as his own, and he was determined to take it by force. The Battle of Hastings was a clash of cultures and military tactics, a pivotal moment in English history. The Anglo-Saxons, with their axes and shields, fought valiantly, but were ultimately no match for the Norman cavalry and archers. William's victory at Hastings ushered in a new era for England, one marked by Norman rule and a profound cultural transformation. The 1970s saw Cambodia engulfed in a nightmare that would scar the nation for generations to come. The Khmer Rouge, a communist regime led by the ruthless Pol Pot, rose to power amidst the chaos of the Vietnam War, promising a utopian agrarian society. But their vision of utopia quickly descended into a horrific dystopia. The Khmer Rouge, driven by a twisted ideology that sought to purify Cambodian society, emptied the cities, forcing millions into labor camps in the countryside. Under the Khmer Rouge's reign of terror, Cambodia was transformed into a killing field, where an estimated 2 million people perished from starvation, disease, overwork, and execution. The Cambodian genocide stands as a chilling reminder of the horrors that can unfold when fanaticism and unchecked power go hand in hand. In the heart of the Caribbean, a revolution was brewing. Fidel Castro, a young lawyer turned revolutionary, challenged the corrupt and oppressive regime of Fulgencio Batista. Castro, along with Che Guevara and other revolutionaries, waged a guerrilla war against Batista's forces, their struggle capturing the imagination of people worldwide. The Cuban people, weary of Batista's corruption and brutality, rallied behind Castro's promise of social justice and an end to American imperialism. After years of fighting, Castro's forces marched victoriously into Havana in 1959, forcing Batista into exile. The Cuban Revolution remains a controversial topic, a complex and multifaceted event that continues to shape the relationship between Cuba and the United States to this day. From ancient empires toppled to modern genocides, we've explored some of the darkest moments in human history, instances where evil triumphed and the world was forever changed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating historical content. See you next time.